All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Happy Sunday wherever you are around the globe. Obviously, we are coming to an end. For the weekend, we're about to approach a brand new week. Looking across the board, you are seeing, a little bit of red across the board for, pretty much the entire altcoin market. As far as XRP is concerned, it's also seeing a little bit of a minor pullback, about 1.7%. But we need to consider, the broader market is seeing a little bit of a pullback. Remember, on the weekends, there is more manipulation than usual because CME futures are closed. But we cannot ignore the fact that the last 1 week has been amazing for the entire crypto space, and a lot of people tend to forget that quite easily. But let's take a look at what's happening with XRP. Got some news to share with you guys. So if you do enjoy these updates, do smash that like button. So looking at the price quickly, it's currently sitting at 58.3 cents, down 2.4% in USD and Bitcoin comparative. Market cap is at around $33 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is below $1 billion right now. But before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So 21 hours ago, I asked you guys, the community members, as to what you guys think about this bull market phase. Of course, we're entering into quarter four. Historically speaking, quarter four does tend to be a very exciting time for the crypto markets. So my question was, are we entering the phase of the bull market? And 1,500 votes have come in, 80% saying yes, that we are going to be entering, the next phase of the bull market. About 20% are saying no, this is a complete fake out and we are going to go lower. At the end of the day, only time is going to tell. But the rate cut really tells you a lot as to what was expected, and that actually did end up happening. But with that said, as I've said, the next few months are more important than ever. Of course, quarter four generally is bullish for the markets, but this time around, we do have the US elections coming up. So very, very, very important time. So obviously we need to keep that factor in mind and cannot be forgetting it. But let's get into it. Before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So shout out to Smoke for bringing this. We know about Tether. We spoke about Tether over the past few updates. USD Tether is by far the most, biggest stable coin in the crypto space. In terms of market valuation, it is the biggest one. But of course, at the end of the day, a lot of people in the crypto community, a lot of people that understand stable coins, a lot of people that understand reserves, have been questioning a lot of things about Tether. Of course, the reports have come out that, Tether has, surpassed as the likes of, BlackRock and et cetera, et cetera. Some big companies and, a lot of employees, because again, it has around 53 to 54 employees, and a lot of these employees made insane figures. But, you cannot deny the fact that, the questions that are being asked about the, Tether, the stable coin, cannot be ignored. And, there's still a lot of unclear information out there. And this is where, the beauty of RLUSD comes in. Do you really think that, Ripple didn't do their due diligence? They did not see the current flaws. They did not see that, there's massive regulation, like in terms of stable coins, they don't have the regulatory approval. So they saw that, the potential that this could have in the stablecoin market, the likes of BRICS now coming in and launching their own stablecoin for doing cross-border payments. So they see the flaws. And speaking about Tether, let's go over this. Shout out to Smoke for really explaining something about Tether that is not obviously a positive thing. So you can see cyber attacks could spell the end for Tether. A report from the European Parliamentary Research Service highlights the instability of Tether, points to several potential triggers for its collapse. One major threat: a large-scale cyber attack. So pretty much saying, if there's a large cyber attack, this can impact, the stability of Tether as a stablecoin. So according to the report, Tether commercial paper holdings may exceed those of the largest money market in the US and EU. This is highly abnormal because money markets are tightly regulated to ensure they have enough liquidity to handle redemptions. In contrast, Tether operates with little regulation while holding a massive amounts of debt, raising serious concerns about its transparency, safety, and liquidity. Literally just what I said. Literally just what I went to. It barely has any regulation, and of course, there's a lot of concerns about transparency, safety, and liquidity, as it should, right? A lot of people ask, is Tether even having this much money in reserves? Because if they print like this, like you could say they're printing like the US dollar, but do they really have this amount of fund in the reserve? And this is perfectly explained, and these are where the concerns arise. A cyber attack could trigger mass redemptions, pushing Tether to the brink as users rush to exchange their tokens for cash, forcing company to prove its reserves. Totally agree. The possibility of Tether collapsing due to a cyber attack is especially alarming, as institutions like IMF have ranked cyber attacks among the top 3 economic risks for 2024. A run of global stablecoin like Tether could severely disrupt the international financial system, causing widespread negative effects. And I've said this from the beginning to you guys. A lot of moon boys in the crypto space say, this market will rebound again. But of course, in long term, yes, market will overcome this massive impact, a negative impact that this could have on the markets. But it will leave a very negative tone, about crypto space, and this is where Ripple RLUSD comes and changes the game. They see the potential, and they know that they could become something massive. Institutions can start using RLUSD. You could start seeing companies, and this could make more people comfortable to actually use a stable coin, knowing that they actually have the reserve that they say they do, rather than, and of course, regulation. That's a huge plus point. Regulation. They have the regulation, and I think that could be a huge deal. So concerns are arising. But speaking about concerns and stable coins, I know this came out about a few months back, but this really tells you where Ripple is really heading. Of course, in terms of that lawsuit, kind of forget about that lawsuit for a second. They're still continuing to evolve, get the regulatory approval, try to do everything properly. And you can see Ripple and Stellar U.S. Department of Treasury at the roundtable discussion alongside Nellie Liang, Under Secretary for Domestic Finance, U.S. Department of Treasury. The discussions on the technical and regulatory requirements for upgrading the legacy capabilities of central bank money, exploring the potential implications for consumers, investors, and businesses. They also look at this. They also delved into the long-term vision of the integration of CBDC's tokenization and stablecoins into the broader U.S. financial ecosystem, including potential benefits for the economic growth and resilience. So, now a few months later down the road, because this was, of course, in April, you're really starting to see that bigger picture unfolding. You're starting to see, hold on, things are starting to make sense. And, as RLUSD comes closer to, launch, things make even more sense. So I think in the long term, RLUSD could gain a big exposure to, the crypto community, to the world too. And I think that could obviously be a big impact, not just on, Ripple, and of course have a positive impact on the native token XRP, but also, just bring good image towards the crypto industry. But looking at the Bitcoin dominance right now, dominance is picking up traction right now. And again, this is the reason as to why you're seeing quite a bit of red across the board today specifically, because if you're looking at Bitcoin actually went up. Bitcoin actually went up today. So as far as Bitcoin is concerned, Bitcoin's not looking bad at all, because Bitcoin is approaching that 64K mark going into, Monday morning. As we are going to approach Monday, you did see Bitcoin dominance going up, hence you are seeing some of these altcoins seeing a little bit of a bloodbath today. XRP, on the other hand, of course, due to dominance going up, is obviously going to react to that. You can see XRP did see a little bit of a retracement going down to the support level, but it did hold. We're still holding above this key support. I like what I'm seeing, but you cannot deny what is happening across the board. But of course, in terms of the appeal thing, that's, pretty much a mixed opinion across the board. Obviously, time is only going to tell. We still have a few days left for that to happen. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.